So in order to complete the 3,500 mile beer run, the first thing I had to do is go buy a battery. That's a Everstart. It's made by Johnson Controls and sold at Walmart. I don't know whether it's any good or not. I normally use Interstate, but Costco's kind of a pain in the ass to get into and get out of. So I decided to start trying this. It's easy to get into Walmart and pick up a battery. Anyways, important part is beer run. So two guys that I don't even know went out of their way to provide me with a beer. So these two guys, one's named Tony's Hot Rod Garage, and the other one's named RC Industries. Now I don't know what RC stands for, but he's the guy that makes the beer, and takes it to the NoNameNationals. And I thought that was pretty nice. Anybody that's going to go through the effort of making a big batch of beer for a bunch of people that come from nowhere and he doesn't know anything about them and he's willing to make those beers for them, I figure that's a nice thing. So I like beer. I mean, I like beer. And anyone who's willing to go through the effort to make a special beer for a bunch of people he doesn't know, well, he deserves a little thanks for that. Anyways, Tony brought me that beer back from NoNameNationals, and so I got to go get it. And I got to thinking, well, what car should I take to go get my beer? Well, on Tony's web page thing, what do you call it, YouTube, he's got a picture of a 71 Super Bee. And I don't know if I can get the grill on there because there's too much crap in the way. But anyways, it looks kind of like that if you look at his little picture. I'm assuming he's got a 71 Super Bee. I don't know anything about Tony. He seems like a nice guy. Everybody seems to know him, so he must have something going for him. Pleasant people that are respectable. Everybody seems to like him, which is why no one knows about me. It's not that I'm not pleasant or respectable. It's just I'm a curmudgeon, and people tend to avoid curmudgeon. So anyways, my point being, I figured I would take this car here, this 71 Super Bee, because it's like what Tony has, to go pick up my beer that will have traveled 3,500 miles by the time it gets back to me, to my belly, which I hope to get next week. But I haven't driven this car in a while, so the first thing I got to do is get it running again. I mean, it'll start right up, but it's been a little while. So problem number one, it needs a battery. Too many cars, not enough batteries. So I went out and I got this here Everstart battery. It's made by Johnson Controls. They sell them at Walmart. I've only tried one or two of them. I don't know if they're any good or not. I normally use Interstate batteries, but Costco's just a pain in the ass to get in and out of, and people there kind of creep me out. But anyways, this is what I use. It's I know Mopars, the big Mopars use Group 27, but I don't like the weight of a Group 27. You know, I like these because they're smaller. Weigh a little bit less, and I use the deep cycle because I live off grid, and all my batteries are deep cycle. So if I got to swap one out with the battery pack on the shop or whatever, the water pump, the well, I can use these deep cycles and swap them in and out. I don't know if they work any better or not with cars, but hell, if I can get 3 to 5 years, all right, I'm lying. If I can get 3 to 4 years out of a battery in the desert, that's good. Well, I can see here by this white crusty shit here that we're getting some battery acid in this little pad here. You can see it's starting to build up on that. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this pad out and throw it away and make a fresh one. And then I'll probably clean the rest of this with a little bit of baking soda. Hang on. Alright, battery in place, beer in place, motor in place. Pull these things off. If you got any opinions on these Johnson Controls made Walmart batteries, let me know. Batteries in the desert don't last very long. I mean, seriously, 3-4 years absolute max. But every battery I ever got in a car that was already in a car that I brought from back east, that battery lasted longer for some reason. I don't know why. I don't like these seal top batteries in a climate that has 7 to 12% humidity because I like to keep an eye on the water. I don't know whether this cap comes off or not, and I'll probably find out. But anyhow, and I do use these batteries, the deep cycle ones. I mean, I don't want to say better or worse, but works for me. Well, don't trust those little things there. Oh, and don't trust that either. You know what? I bought this battery today, and the guy pulled out a roll of stickers and put that on the battery. And I was like, okay, so when was it manufactured? You can probably find out on this here barcode somewhere. I don't know. All right, hang on, let me hook this up. All right, I know there's a whole slew of people out there that like cold starts with cowboy boots, but I'm not going to do that here. It's nighttime. I don't know, it's 8:30. I'm drinking beer and I want to go inside and just relax. So instead of pumping and cranking and pumping, I'm just going to fill this up, all right? This is how I start cold start cars, generally. Only for entertainment value do I do the cowboy boots. But anyways, hang on. And I just splash a little in there so that everybody feels like they're, getting some fun here. But that way you can actually pump the accelerator pump, and you got gas coming out. Well, if you got a little red cap, as I've learned before, don't ever put the little red cap on the motor anywhere, because you won't find it. So, anyways. I think this was, I don't know, ketchup bottle or something. I don't know. All right, let's see if she'll start. Okay, get my beer. It's important. Got to drink beer so I can go get more. Something's probably not right with that. I'm glad I don't have a psychoanalyst or whatever to tell me what I'm doing wrong. Okay, let me turn this off. Oh, find neutral. And let's see what she's got. 2 pumps, and I gave her 2 pumps out there, right?